let's get real. Have you ever asked yourself, why do I feel so empty when I'm doing everything right? If that's the question that's keeping you up at night, you're exactly who I'm here for today. Here's the brutal truth: so many of us, especially women, are out here chasing a life purpose that was never really ours to begin with. And the reason is trauma. Unhealed, hidden trauma tricks you into chasing things to keep you safe, but not alive. This is why you wake up tired, why you keep hitting big goals, but feel empty, why you're doing all of the right things, but still feel like something's missing because your wounds are driving the car. So today we're going to rip that story wide open and I'm going to show you how trauma messes with your sense of purpose, how to know if it's happening to you, and how to get back to who you were before the world told you who to be. If you don't know, I'm Keisha Golder and I've been you. For years, I looked good on paper: the degrees, the job title, the busy life. But at 3 a.m., I'd lie in bed thinking, why does my life look so good but feel so empty? Because my goals weren't really mine. They were my trauma's way of keeping me safe. So if you're out here doing everything right, but still feel lost inside, I see you. And I've coached hundreds of women through this same track. Stick with me. The truth may sting a little, but it's going to set you free, and you deserve that. By the way, if you're ready to do the real work, grab my core values finder down below. I'm going to show you what really matters before your old wounds decide for you again. Here's what I'm going to break down: how trauma quietly shapes your identity, how to tell the difference between your true self and your trauma self, the subtle signs that your goals aren't really yours, why overachievement and perfectionism keep you stuck, how your old pain keeps you loyal to roles that you've outgrown, and the shift you need to write your story so your purpose finally comes from truth, not fear. Are you ready? Let's dig in. Let's get to the root of this. Trauma is sneaky. It's the hidden script that you didn't know was running the show. I remember sitting at a fancy desk, corner office, nice pay. Everyone was proud of me. But inside, I felt dead because deep down, I knew I didn't choose this. My fear did. Maybe for you, it's not a corner office. Maybe it's that relationship, that role that you cling to, that dream that you're not even sure that you want. That's how deep this runs. Trauma isn't always big and dramatic moments. Sometimes it's that quiet belief that I have to keep everyone happy to be loved, or if I achieve enough, I'll fail. Trauma wires your identity for survival, not for joy and not for freedom. And when survival mode runs your story, you'll keep choosing a purpose that keeps you safe and small. I want you to take a deep breath. You don't need to blame yourself. You just need to see. Once you see it, you can finally meet the real you, the one that's hiding under all that armor. Let's peel the armor back. There's you, your true self. And then there's your trauma self, the version that you built to protect you. How do you know which one is in charge? Your true self feels free, curious, alive, maybe even a little rebellious. She wants to grow. She plays. She speaks her truth, even if it shakes the room. Your trauma self, she wants to be liked, needed, never too much, never too little, just enough. She says yes when she means hell no. She's the fixer, the people pleaser, the over giver, but it keeps her safe. If you've never met your true self, that's not your fault because you built this armor to survive. But here's what I want you to remember: that armor is blocking your purpose, right? So let's test it. Are your dreams really yours? Or are they your armor's way of keeping you safe? I want you to grab a pen. This one may sting, but it's that good medicine. Here's how you know your goals might not be yours. You feel exhausted, but guilty for wanting to. You're more relieved when something ends than excited when it begins. You stay in draining roles or relationships because they feel secure. You keep collecting gold stars because that empty feeling never leaves. Sometimes the life you think you want is just the safest version of your worst fear. I had to learn that the hard way. I used to chase every shiny title so no one would see I felt worthless inside. But guess what? Worthiness doesn't come from what you chase, it comes from what you choose. When you don't check in with whose dream you're living, you waste years chasing someone else's idea of safe while your soul just waits. If this is hitting you in your gut, you want to grab my free core values finder. I promise it's going to help you see what really matters so fear doesn't run the show. Okay, are you ready to see how perfectionism and overachievement tie into all of this? Let's go. This one is for my doers like myself, the women who hold it all together. Overachievement is trauma in high heel. It's praise, but nobody asks where it's coming from. If you're grinding 24/7 because you're scared of what happens when you stop, that's not purpose. That's fear wearing a productivity badge. And perfectionism, it's trauma with lipstick on. It whispers, if you're flawless, they can't hurt you. They can't leave you. But perfect doesn't exist. And your soul didn't come here to be perfect. It came here to be free. And when you're so busy trying to prove your worth, guess who benefits? The old roles that you've outgrown, but stay loyal to anyway. Let's talk about loyalty for a second. Some of you are loyal to roles you had to play just to survive. The caretaker, the fixer, the strong one, the invisible one. You cling to them because they once kept you safe, but now they keep you small. You tell yourself, if I stop being the caretaker, who will fall apart? Or if I receive instead of giving, they'll leave. That loyalty isn't love. It's fear. Fear that if you choose you, they'll abandon you. But every minute you spend loyal to who you used to be, it's a minute stolen from who you're here to become. Nobody, not your family, not your friends, benefit when you betray yourself. So, what do you do when you're ready to stop being loyal to your old wounds? You start rewriting your story. Here's the hope that I want you to hold on to today. Your trauma may have written the first draft, but you hold the pen now. Finding your real purpose isn't about burning down your life overnight. It's about asking, who was I before the world told me who I needed to? You don't find your purpose, you remember it. You remember by peeling away what you're not. You remember by sitting in your discomfort. You remember by forgiving yourself for every year you spent just trying to stay safe. And underneath that armor, your real purpose is still there, waiting for you. Listen, if you're waking up to the reality that your purpose might not be what you thought, that's good. That means that you're ready. Your trauma might have tricked you into chasing survival, but your truth, it wants you alive, free, and on fire again. So here's what I want you to do next. Download the free core values finder. It's the first step to remembering who you are underneath all of the noise. And watch the next video, how to get back to the version of you that felt alive, free, and on fire. I'll guide you through the exact steps to reconnect with the version of yourself that's been waiting. You're not broken, you're just remembering. Let's choose your true purpose this time. I'll see you in the next video.